Before we move forward with the interview, I just want to take a few seconds and just give a huge thank you to Mr. Tyjaespears for coming on. He's got an extremely busy schedule with training for the draft combine at the Senior Bowl right now, and for him to take a few minutes out of his day to call me and do an interview with me truly means the world. His humbleness and sacrifice is something we just don't get to see a ton of in today's day and age, and he is going to be a special player at the next level. I had a great time with the interview. I do want to say my audio is a little off in this one. It's a little staticky. I do apologize for that one. But let's go ahead and move forward with the interview. Hey guys, welcome back. And today we have a very special guest with us today. Today we are going to be interviewing Tulane running back Tyjae Spears. Welcome to the show. How's it going today?
Good, man. How you doing, man? Thank you for having me.
I'm doing really good. Thank you so much for coming on. It's a huge honor to get to have you on here. I know you're at the Senior Bowl right now. How's that been going for you?
It's been going really well. Just practicing well, and getting to compete every day is going really great for me.
I know social media has been blowing up about your performance at the Senior Bowl, and I mean, you've been crushing it. I mean, you had a big run yesterday, I believe, that was going all over. I've seen so many different posts, and you're flying up draft boards. So, what's it like seeing all of these people talking about you in this way?
I don't really feed into the hype. It's great that I'm getting the recognition from the scouts, but really, that's the only thing that really matters. Just getting the recognition from the scouts and the different football clubs. But I don't really feed into the hype of what people say. So half of the stuff I see it, but majority of the stuff I really don't see it. So I just take it one day at a time. Just control what I can control.
I respect that. I mean, social media can be such a toxic environment, so I think it's
Mhm.
smart to stay off social media for sure. So obviously, you're really busy scheduling for the NFL Draft Combine, which you've got coming up. Congratulations for being invited to that. You're obviously at the Senior Bowl right now, so just take me through your daily schedule right now. What is your daily schedule looking like? Because I'm sure you've got a ton going on.
So you like wake up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes we have breakfast at like 6, and after 6, we got like something at 7 o'clock where there's meetings with different teams, or there's meetings with the current team I'm on. I'm on the American team, so it's position meetings. But the other team got a different schedule. Well, for me, then we transition into special teams, and the regular team meeting, then offensive meeting. Then we come back down and we chill till like 1:45. We go practice at like 2. We'll practice at 2 from 2 to 4. Then we come back dinner at 5:30. Then we have some type of event from like 6:30 to 8. And after that, we're free. So it's just like, if some people are familiar with the fall camp schedule, it's similar to the fall camp schedule, like with a lot of different things going on inside the day. So it's just been some long days, and sometimes every day the schedule wasn't like that, but majority of the days the schedule is like that.
And when you're not at the Senior Bowl, like when you're back at home training, what does your training schedule look like right now?
Um, I'm training at 10:30. Train train at 10:30 in the morning. Take a break at 12:30. Then train from 12:30 to 1:30. Then take another break and train at 3:30 to 4:30. So got a lot more time to break and rest. But it just seemed like here everything is just continuous. But not making no complaints because I couldn't. Many people don't have the opportunity to be here, so I'm just blessed with the opportunity to be here.
Absolutely. And I know I was reading in high school, correct me if I'm wrong, was Tulane the only school that recruited you?
To an extent, Kansas State had came in like with 2 weeks left. It counts because it was a scholarship that I could have fulfilled. But to an extent, Tulane was on the team that recruited me.
And so being recruited by only one school, like, do you think that added like an extra chip on your shoulder as you went into it? Did you feel like you had something to prove to the other teams that passed you up, or take me through
Um,
that?
nah, I don't live my life trying to like prove people wrong, or trying to get back at people because I don't know. I just don't live like that. I just live like just trying to prove myself wrong and just trying to better my situation. Just day by day and do as best as I can. Not really worry about like the outside factors. Cause at the end of the day, it's bigger than like maybe one person wanted me at a different school, but it's bigger than that. Just that one person is a collective whole. And I think about it, everything happened for a reason. Like it just everybody's story different. I just feel like mine is supposed to be like this.
I agree. And I mean, you had an incredible career at Tulane. You tore your ACL in 2020, which I'm sure was super hard. So, as you were going through that injury, was there ever a doubt in your mind that your football career was over?
Uh, no, not really. Um, of course, you face adversity, and you get to thinking a lot, and you get to thinking about all the different scenarios in life. No, that's when you snap out of it and just go back to work, put your head down. Because at the end of the day, man, like no matter how high you up or how low you are in life, everybody gonna be dealing with something. It's just how you respond to the things that you're dealing with. You just gotta take it one day at a time.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine. I've never torn my ACL. So, just like, I don't
Yeah,
know,
don't.
you're in college and it's a pretty serious knee injury to, I mean, you're a running back. You need your knees, obviously. So I just can't imagine going through something like that and like the thoughts to be going on in my head.
Yeah,
But
yeah. It's definitely something that you don't want to experience, man. It's definitely something you don't want to experience.
so kind of going back a little bit to your childhood, growing up, like watching football, watching these players, who was your favorite player, and who did you try to emulate your game off of growing up as a kid?
Being young, definitely Reggie Bush. He was doing a lot of great things on the Saints at the time. Um, my first year of football, I got my number like him, 25. So like, I just wanted to be just like him, and just thought highly of him, man. Just, like really like what he did at that point in my life.
Yeah, Reggie Bush was an absolute monster. I can kind of see it. I see some
Hmm.
similarities in your guys' game. I just want to talk about that USC game for a second though. In the Cotton Bowl, the performance you had was incredible. 4 touchdowns, 205 yards. I mean, against one of the best teams in the country. What a performance by you. So congratulations for winning that game. I know it's a little late, but take me through that game, man.
Um, like I said, it was down the whole game, so it was a game that we had to corral together, the whole time and just made sure like everybody was good and make sure we just kept the faith going. It was a great game to play in. Also, it was a great game to play with your brothers for the last time, and we did it in a great way by coming down to the last 4 minutes, being down by 15 points and pulling it off. So there was nothing but God, man. Like it was just truly a blessing, man.
Yeah, I mean that game was. I was at work during the game, but I kept like kind of looking at the score, and I saw you guys won that game. I was like, wow, they really just lost to Tulane, which I mean USC has been one of the big schools in the country all year, almost a college football playoff team. So for you guys to go into that environment, pull off that win is pretty remarkable and says a lot about the program you were in. Your season turnaround, you guys had a fantastic season in 2022. What was the difference maker this year?
Um, Accountability. Everybody held everybody accountable. So, and that's what you need when you dealing with any type of organization or any type of team in a team setting and team environment. Just accountability from the top to the bottom. I just feel like we was really well on accountability and also communication.
Yeah, communication's key in every team, so that's good to hear. Um, the last couple of seasons after your injury, you have been incredible. 41 touchdowns, 2,400 yards. I mean, you've just been lighting it up. What changed? Did was it like a switch that flipped in your mind, or was it more usage? Like, what changed? Because your numbers skyrocketed when you came back from injury.
It's just when you come back from injury, you just gotta prove yourself again, prove yourself not only to the people that's around you, but yourself again. And just took pride in that, and just took pride in just not trying to think. I always try to think ahead, and just trying to live in the moment, man, and just make the most out of all of my opportunities. and just like you said, like just skyrocket and just take off with them. Cause you never know when you'll be blessed with them again.
Yeah, I really love that. Just taking your opportunities because I mean, you never know when they're going to come again. You only live one
Yeah.
life, so just take every opportunity that you get each day, and that's really good to hear, man. Um, I do want to talk about one of the things some NFL scouts have suggested that could be one of the weaknesses in your game, and that's the lack of um, what's the word I'm looking for? Experience in the pass catching department. Do you think that that's something that you have in your repertoire that you could show, or is that something you still think that you need to work on, or where do you stand on that?
Um, in life, man, you can do whatever you put your mind to. And one thing about it, you can't let no man, no matter who they are, no matter if they're a scout, no matter whoever how close they are to you, you can't let no man sit up there and tell you what you can't do. So, ain't no man tell me what I can't do. I know what I can do. Just put me in that scenario, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna be I'm gonna work to be the best at it. So it is what it is. What they say, it don't really matter. I know what I can do.
I love that. I do see when I watch you. I talked about the Reggie Bush a little bit. I kind of see a little bit of Tony Pollard, who has been fantastic for the Cowboys. He's become a dual threat back. And if you could show that pass catching ability, I think you could really light it up at the next level. You got that game changing speed. Take me through as a guy that always wanted to play football, never ended up getting to fulfill that dream. The running back position. How hard is it to play? What are some of the things that you look for on the field? What's important? Like, take me through just like a full rundown of what's important in being a great running back.
Um, what's important is you gotta have mindset. I say that mindset because sometimes you're gonna have to stick your nose in there and get the 30 yards. But to be a great running back, honestly, you just gotta be born with it, man. It's either like you got it or you don't. That's one running backs is one of the most natural positions there is because it's just you running off of what you feel and you running. It's just running backs one of the most natural positions there are, man. It's just you running off a lot of different field and it's in what you see. So you really can't teach running back, and in order to be a great running back, you just got to rep at it. Just like anything else, you just got to rep at it, everything that you do. But the keys I say, man, is just follow your instincts and trust your track and just work more on technical stuff when you're trying to be a running back, like proper hand placement and things like that. But honestly though, you cannot. It ain't. I don't say it's impossible, but it's very hard to teach running backs.
No, I
If
fully
you don't
understand that. I mean, go
if
ahead.
you don't if it's very hard to teach running back. It's an easy position to coach, but it's very hard to teach a running back how to be a running back because it's so natural. If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, it makes total sense. I mean, you can't teach speed, you can't teach power. I know patience is so important with a running back, waiting for those lanes to develop. I mean, that's stuff you can try and tell somebody, but you can't make them go a certain way or hold the ball a certain way. So that makes total sense. I definitely understand where you're coming from on that.
Yeah.
Um, so at the next level, you're going to go to the NFL. Has that kind of set in at all that you're going to be in the NFL in just a few months' time?
No, it didn't, man. It didn't. It's just sometimes in life, man, you just don't never. Well, me, like honestly, I just never like get to. I never get to think that far ahead. I just try to focus on what's in front of me, man. Focus on what I got going on because at the end of the day, when you get to worrying about it and focusing on all this different stuff, man, that's when that's when things go to happen. And dang, it's steady going on pause. But let's go to that when things go to out of order, man. So I just focus on one day at a time for real.
Yeah, I mean, and also like we talked about earlier in the interview, like life is too short to be focusing on what's next. You kind of got to live in the here and now because you might miss something really important, and I respect
Yeah,
that completely. At the
yeah.
next level, what are some tools, areas, traits that you think you can show and bring to an NFL team and an NFL franchise?
The same thing I've been showing at Tulane. I'm showing that I can do it all. Showing that I can be a complete player, not just a running back. Just showing I can, just be an all-around player. And the passing game, passing game, and running game. Just showing I can be Tyjaespears. That's really it, man. You gotta. I used to always try to find a perfect answer. The answer, like what the perfect answer. The answer, like what can I do to be different in the NFL? But the ultimate answer is just be myself. That's how I be different.
Yeah, I mean, you be yourself because you as yourself absolutely dominated at the collegiate level, and I think you're going to have big things coming in the NFL. Um, I do want to finish this off. This has been a fantastic interview. Thank you again for coming on here. It's been a ton of fun getting to host you, but one thing that I want to end it on, I want to get the viewers a chance to get to know the real Tyjae Spears, not the football player, but the person. So I have some rapid fire questions here for you that I want to ask. So let's get to them. What is Tyjae Spears' favorite movie?
Life. Life with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence.
That's one I have not seen yet. I'll have to check that one out. We kind of talked about it earlier. Your favorite player growing up, was it Reggie Bush or was there another player that different position?
No, it was Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush.
Do you have a favorite food?
I like spaghettis a lot.
Nice. Spaghetti's a good one. I like steak quite a bit. If you're going on a vacation, where do you want to
My
go?
landing is wrong. That's a good question, man. I don't really know places like that. I wish I did. But one of them somewhat nice. That's a good question. Wait, I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe when I get in the NFL and start getting some real money, I can figure that out.
Yeah, for sure. Do you have a favorite music artist, rapper? I don't know what genre you're into. Do you have a favorite artist?
Yeah, Kevin Gates is not even close.
Kevin Gates. I need to check him out a little bit. Seen some of his stuff. Haven't done a full deep dive into his discography, but definitely
Yeah,
check him out. Cat? Are you a cat person or a dog person?
I like dogs, man. I don't really like cats like that. To be honest, between me and you, I know a lot of people won't hear this, but I'm really scared of cats.
Hey, I mean, nothing wrong about that. I know tons of people that are scared of cats. I mean, makes sense.
Yeah,
I like cats a bit. I think they're just more calm than dogs, and dogs are pretty high maintenance, but
yeah.
I have to respect it.
I actually I got a great dog, man. His name is Max, but yeah, I don't really like cats like that.
We had a cat for quite a bit, and then we ended up moving, so I'm located in a different place, and we weren't able to bring the cat to our new spot, which was really sad. I missed the cat all the time, but
Yeah,
we still got a
yeah,
dog.
yeah, man.
I love our dog.
I ain't see my dog in like, yeah, I ain't see my dog in like months, man. Like a month, and it's kind of like sad. I'm gonna see him next weekend though.
Your so your family and home that's in Louisiana, correct?
In Louisiana.
So do you grow up a Saints fan? Is that kind of where the Reggie Bush
Um,
fandom came from, or
it's like just growing up in a household. Like I ain't really like stay inside like that to watch enough TV. But of course, like when you see a Saints game on or something, you'll watch it. But like I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm a diehard. I was a diehard Saints fan growing up, but I really, I really liked the Saints. I guess when I got old
yeah,
enough to understand what it was.
yeah. I'm actually a Colts fan, so the Saints beat us in the Super Bowl when
In
I
the
was
Super Bowl,
yeah
yep.
super young when they beat us in the Super Bowl. So I've got a few friends that are Saints fans, and they'll. I was actually talking to one of them today. He was talking about the onside kick at the half, the big play call that really changed that game.
Changed the
Um,
game. Yeah.
yeah, so I do really like what the Saints have got going on over there, though. I think they're set up very nicely for the future. Just a few more questions. We kind of just touched on who your childhood team was. If you weren't a football player, is there a different sport that you'd want to play, or what career field would you want to go in if you weren't
Um,
a football player?
that's a good question, man. I don't. Um, I would, if I wasn't a football player and I just like off the wall, I think I'd probably try to be a rapper or something. I cannot rap a lyric. I cannot rap a lyric of my own word, but I think I try to be like a rapper or a singer because I really like good music. Like I
Yeah,
like hearing good music.
I respect that. I mean, I think rapping has to be one of the hardest jobs to do because I
Why you
mean,
think that?
you always got to be coming up with new rhymes, new bars for each song. I mean, sometimes you can reuse the same ones here and there, and
Yeah.
then you got to throw meaning in there most of the time. I mean, you got to get the right beats, and you got to get good producers and a good team around you. And like, if you don't have a good team around you, you can't really accomplish much by yourself. And yeah, I think the music field is. I have a lot of respect for guys that have made it big in the music world because it's super difficult to do.
Yeah, that music. I agree with you on that, man. That music stuff hard.
Yeah, I'm a big Kendrick Lamar fan. He's my guy. So like, just the way his music can like move people with his rhymes and the beat selection, and then just some of the such powerful meanings in some of his songs. Like, it's really impressive, and it's really an art form, I think. Um, so yeah, the music that's a good choice. I haven't thought about that too much. I can't rap either. So like, if I was to
Yeah,
ask
I
you to
can
give
rap.
me something off the dome now, you wouldn't be able to do it at all.
I'll probably give you a little something, but
Yeah.
it'd probably be trash.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I can't rap for my life. But um, then there's one final question I got here. What is your favorite TV show?
Martin. It's
Martin?
like a yeah, Martin. Martin and I really like. I take that back. Sanford and Son. Sanford and Son. It's an older TV show. It's about like this dad and his son, like they grew up in poverty, and like it's a comedy. It was one of the comics, a late comic that passed away, Red Fox. You know, Red Fox, and he had his son on there and stuff like that. Growing up in poverty, I just kind of it kind of relates how like a black family will grow up in poverty and the things they experience in their life, and but it was just funny. You know, it was funny because the man was an actual comedian, so I really like that show.
Are you a reader at all? Do you like to read? You got any favorite books, anything like that? Or
Nah, I don't really read like that. I wish I
I
did, man.
I'm the same way. I used to read so much when I was younger, and I keep telling myself, I'm going to get into reading this year. I want to get into reading, and then I don't get into reading. So,
Yeah.
um, you got the game tomorrow, Senior Bowl. Is there anything that you're looking to show people, or just be your regular self and do your thing?
Just be my regular self, man. Just compete at a high level like I've been doing all year. Well, all
Yeah,
before this. I ain't gotta do nothing different, man. I just wanna show the world who Tyjae Spears really is, man.
that's awesome, man. Again, thank you so much for coming on. Um, I had a blast. It was such a good time talking to you. Is there any final things that you want to leave with? If you were, actually, I do have one last thing I'd like to ask. If you're
Yeah.
talking to someone that's a little bit younger that wants to make it big, give like a word of advice. What do you want to say to that kid that's watching you and wanting to make it big?
Hey, man, I was just about to give it to you, but I'm glad you asked that because I can give it to you and somebody else. But if you just got something passionate you about and something that you can change your life with, man, you just be all in with it. And I say be all in with it, like just create a work ethic that's unbreakable. Just no matter what you're going through, no matter what you feel like, you work hard at it and you consistently try to get better at it, and you don't let nobody tell you that you're not good enough for anything. Because I can say that because I bust my butt all through high school, and I think the high school got 2 offers. And I say that, and I just kept on working hard, just kept on. I just kept on working hard and kept on working hard, and I never got discouraged. So I say, man, just anything you want in life, and you put your mind to it and you work. Like that's one thing about it. Like people, you hear that all the time, but like I'm a true testament to it. Like when you put your mind to it and you just work hard for it, man, you can achieve it. So one thing I say, man, just work hard and just follow your heart. Your heart will never lead you wrong. and just be the best you can be. And just no matter what you experiencing, no matter how life going for you, just smile because you know what I'm saying. It could have been worse on your end, you know, and then somewhere for somebody else it is worse. But you know, you're blessed to still be here and to correct any mistake and you know get over any feeling that you're feeling. So you know, just be blessed for the time that you share on earth. And also, you smile, but also put a smile on somebody else's face because you know it ain't always about you; it's about the people that's around you. Just you know, just be a great person. And just remember, smile on somebody and smile. Just remember, smile and also make someone else smile.
You get me emotional here towards the end. That was really good stuff. Um, that's great words of advice. I look forward to seeing you in the game tomorrow. I look forward to seeing you in the combine, and who knows, maybe we can stay in touch and we can get to do this again because I had a
Yeah,
blast.
man, we definitely can, man. We definitely can. Nobody just figure out this schedule, man, and you know we be good. We can be good to arc it out as much as you want to.
Awesome, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Go kill it, and I'll stay in touch.
All right, man. You too. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
All right.